This 2020 National Park Quarter could be worth thousands. Hidden value in your change. The year 2020 marked the final full year of releases in the America, the Beautiful Quarters program, a remarkable numismatic initiative launched in 2010 that celebrated the natural beauty and historical significance of national parks and sites across all states, territories, and the District of Columbia, under the authority of the United States Mint. The year 2020 featured 5 unique designs, each one paying tribute to a specific site. Of national importance, the $quarter coins issued in this year represent a culmination of a 10-year journey, where artistry, minting technology, and American heritage merged into one of the most ambitious and collectible coin series in modern history. The 5 national park quarters released in 2020 were the Samoa National Park Quarter, in honor of the National Park of American Samoa; the Weir Farm Quarter, representing Weir Farm, National Historic Site in Connecticut; the Salt River Bay Quarter, highlighting the Salt River Bay National Historical Park and Ecological Preserve in the U.S. Virgin Islands; the Marsh-Billings Rockefeller Quarter, representing the National Historical Park in Vermont; and the Tallgrass Prairie Quarter, depicting the Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve in Kansas. Each of these quarters not only carried a unique reverse design, but also reflected significant cultural, ecological, and historical contributions to the United States and its territories. Collectors and historians alike found deep appreciation in the symbolism captured on each reverse side of the coins, while the obverse continued to feature the iconic image of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan. The National Park of American Samoa Quarter, released on February 3, 2020, stunned collectors with its bold depiction of a Samoan fruit bat hanging upside down. With its pup, the design aimed to raise awareness about the threatened species and the role of the park in preserving biodiversity. This was one of the most visually striking and emotionally resonant quarters of the series, and it immediately captured attention among coin enthusiasts across the world. It brought to the forefront the important message of conservation. During a time when environmental consciousness was rising globally, the Weir Farm Quarter, released on April 6, 2020, celebrated artistic expression, as it depicted a painter at an easel with Weir Farm in the background. Weir Farm is one of the only national parks dedicated to the visual arts, and this coin symbolized the intersection between nature and creativity, offering a nod to American Impressionism and the enduring legacy of artist Julian Aldrin Weir. This release resonated with artists, historians, and collectors who saw in the coin a tribute to American culture. The Salt River Bay Quarter, released on June 1, 2020, featured a red mangrove tree emerging from the water, emphasizing the park's ecological importance and its role in protecting coastal habitats. The strong imagery of the coin conveyed resilience, growth, and environmental stewardship. It was a striking coin with deep meaning for those concerned with climate change and the preservation of marine and coastal ecosystems. This design was lauded for its intricate detailing and thoughtful composition. Next came the Marsh-Billings Rockefeller Quarter, released on August 31, 2020. It honored the National Historical Park in Vermont, which is deeply associated with the history of conservation in the United States. The coin depicted a young girl planting a tree, symbolizing investment in the future, sustainability, and the legacy of stewardship. This design tied together American ideals of responsibility, education, and environmentalism, and was praised for its inspirational message. And the last release of 2020, the Tallgrass Prairie Quarter, released on November 16, featured a regal image of a greater prairie chicken in its native tallgrass environment in Kansas. The design emphasized the need to preserve native habitats and protect endangered species, and it represented the rich grassland ecosystems that once covered much of the Midwest. This coin served as a poetic, close to the decade-long program encapsulating the essence of the America, the Beautiful Quarters, and their purpose to educate and inspire. Through the medium of circulating coinage, the 2020 quarters were produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints with the PD and S mint marks, respectively. Collectors sought after not only the standard circulation coins, but also special proof and silver versions. The San Francisco Mint produced limited proof coins in clad and silver versions, available only through collector sets, and these coins featured mirrored backgrounds and frosted designs, enhancing their visual appeal and collectible value. The 2020 quarters were also released in rolls and bags, as well as part of the annual America, the beautiful quarter-proof sets, silver-proof sets, and uncirculated sets, which added further depth to their collectability. Some era coins from 2020 have been identified and are especially desirable among collectors, including struck-through errors die, breaks-off center strikes, and most notably, the doubled die varieties such as the 2020 W quarter, with privy mark, a small V75 appearing on the obverse, was a historic first. This special West Point Mint quarter marked the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II and was released into circulation in extremely limited numbers. Only 2 million of each design were struck with the V75 mark, making them some of the lowest mintage modern coins in U.S. history. Their scarcity and historic relevance immediately made them valuable on the secondary market, with uncirculated examples fetching high premiums. The addition of the V75 privy mark created a new level of excitement for the 2020 quarters and introduced many new collectors to the hobby. The America, the beautiful quarters, including the 2020 issues, served not only as currency, but also as educational tools and symbols of national pride. School teachers used them to teach geography, biology, history, and art, while families enjoyed the challenge of finding all 56 designs through pocket change or official Mint products. The series also helped to support the economy of the U.S. Mint and strengthened interest in numismatics. As a lifelong hobby for many, the pandemic year of 2020 also made circulation of these coins somewhat limited, and finding specific quarters in change became more difficult. This added another layer of scarcity and demand to the 2020 issues. Many collectors turned to online platforms, coin shops, and trades to complete their sets. As the America the Beautiful Quarters program came to its conclusion in early 2021 with the Tuskegee Airman quarter, the 2020 quarters remain among the most meaningful in the entire series due to their artistic depth, historical resonance, and their introduction of the West Point privy mark, which set them apart from all earlier issues. Even today, collectors seek high-grade examples of the 2020 quarters, especially those in mint state or proof condition, with full detail and strong eye appeal coins certified by major grading services such as PCGs or NGC, with high mint state grades, S67 or higher, can sell for significant premiums, particularly when combined with special designations such as first strike or early release. The legacy of the 2020 National Park quarters lies not just in their aesthetic beauty, but in the broader impact they had on coin collecting culture, public education, and environmental awareness. They showed how small, everyday objects like coins could carry profound meaning and tell stories that connect generations across history, landscape, and ideology. These coins are more than metal. They are miniature monuments to America's soul, from the rainforests of Samoa to the grasslands of Kansas, and they will continue to be cherished, studied, and collected for decades to come.